Hey y'all, I'm doing a vlog during the day. Do you believe it? It's really nice and I wanted to vlog outside, but there was someone out there and I didn't want them to hear what I was saying. But I wanted to come clean on something. The reason why it took me a couple days to come clean, and I always come clean, guys. I cannot go more than 2 days without telling you guys the truth. It's just not me. I could never lie to my parents when I was a teenager. I'd be like, I never say never, but I mean, there'd be times where I would say, okay, Mom, I'm going to the library, you know, and then I call them on the payphone, and then they're like, where are you? Oh, I'm over here at the movies, you know. Like, I just couldn't do it. Anyways, my mom knew that, so she used it against me. But doesn't mean I got into huge trouble a lot when I was a teenager. And it's still my personality, you know. I'm gonna get in trouble, but who cares? I'm gonna do it anyways. And that's just been me, and I've lived with it, and I have no regrets, and I still feel like I'm blessed and all that jazz. What I'm coming clean about is the last 2 days. I had a pound loss again today, so yay. Okay, so I wanted to test my theory a second day. You know me, testing my theories all the time before I came clean, and that's why it took me a couple days. The first day, Monday, I said to myself, that's it, no fooling around. I gotta start releasing again, okay? And you know that my cheats have been horrendous. I mean, basically like loading on those last 2 weekends. So Monday, what happened? I was totally on track. And then I got to nighttime. I cooked my kids pigs in a blanket. And my pigs in a blanket are not small. They're like, I buy them the kosher dogs, and they're a little bit longer than regular hot dogs, but they're thinner in diameter. And I cut them in half, and then I roll them up in Pillsbury croissant. Bake it, and it's like the best thing you've ever had. No joke. It's buttery and hot dog tasting good. My kids love it. So they ate and got really full, so I made them corn. And right before they went to bed, they go upstairs about 8:30. They left one behind. Well, I ate it. And I mean, I barely ate any dinner because I had a huge lunch. And I was trying to make up for that. I was like, okay, my calorie count on my lunch was higher than I wanted, so I am going to have a really, really small dinner because I don't think I'm going to have time to exercise. I didn't want to exercise too late. I thought I told myself that I wasn't going to exercise late anymore. But since I had that hot dog, I was like, all right, I'm screwed. I got to exercise because I'm going to gain weight tomorrow, you know, whatever. So I went upstairs. Allergies are killing me. I feel like there's like water coming down here. You know, I ran for about 30 minutes. And I don't run a straight 30 minutes. I walk. So for every minute that I walk, I run about 3 minutes. So I ran 30 minutes, 30, whatever that comes out to. Less than 35 minutes. And I burned about 300 calories. So I go, well, that's the best that I could do for what I just did, eating the hot dog. And the next day, I released a pound. Now remember, everything else I've been doing right. I've had all my water by that time. And then after I work out, I have to drink another glass of water to replenish I don't want to be dehydrated, since you already dehydrate while you're sleeping. So after I worked out, I can't really sleep right after that, so I stayed up for another couple hours. And I went to bed, and then the next day I released a pound. So I was like, wow, okay, so what I've been saying about exercise, I could take it even further. It's not just that it helps little cheats, but it helps big cheat. It's not a huge cheat, not like going out to a party and eating whatever is in sight. But still, when you're on injection, you should not eat a hot dog with a croissant around it. But I released a pound. And then I go, you know what, I'm not going to tell people that because I don't want them to think that they can cheat anytime because they're just going to exercise. Because I thought that in the beginning, and so I would cheat during the day and then at night have no time to exercise. And then the next day I'd gain because I didn't exercise that day. And that's kind of what's, what happens. You're like, oh, I'll exercise later. And then you never exercise and then you're screwed. Like it's like a domino effect. And you're just out of control. You spin out of control. So I didn't want to tell you guys that last night or 2 nights ago. And then yesterday, a similar thing happened. I was great during the day. And then we went to the mall, like I said. They went to Johnny Rockets. I told you I had a couple of French fries, I think. I had like 5 French fries and a bite of every single one of what my kids were eating. I had a bite of a hot dog, a bite of a slider, and a bite of the chicken tender. Yeah. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but on HCG it's a lot because your fat cells are just waiting for you with the HCG and you waiting for you to fill it up. So once again, I got home, put the kids to bed, worked out at 9 for about 35 minutes. Next day, I released a pound again. So I figured this is a good time to come clean because I've tried it already. I've done it before, like a couple weeks ago I talked about exercising to fix cheats kind of. But this time I was really, really paying attention. I mean, every detail of what cheats, how many calories it was, everything. I had chocolate delight yesterday. Yay! I haven't had chocolate delight in like 5 months. So I was like so happy. Putting down every calorie that I eat, even the coffee make calories and the coffee calories. And I compute it and then I say, okay, I've eaten 300 calories over and I work out and lose 300 calories basically. And especially if it's carb calories. If I ate too many carb calories that day, I make sure I get a workout in. You know me by now, I'm not the poster child of Simeon's protocol, but I know Simeon's protocol. I know it. I've read Pounds and Inches many times. And for all you newbies out there, I still stress to you, read Pounds and Inches. I had a couple questions through messages from you guys that I was like, I'm not answering your questions until you read Pounds and Inches because it doesn't sound like you have. So yeah, now that I know it so well, I want to apply it to my own body. And it doesn't say anywhere in Simeon's protocol that exercise will hurt you. At least, maybe I didn't read it as thoroughly as I thought, but it doesn't say, if you exercise, you're going to gain weight. It doesn't say that. So, if it does, let me know. Because I must be blind or something. Or it must be in fine print. I think for those of you who have exercised, who've tried exercising and have gained weight, I think it's only because you haven't been exercising. And I think that's the reason, for example, no, Ashley, you said maybe that's it because you don't exercise, but no, it's because you had kettle corn. Anyways, and all vinaigrettes have sugar in it. So, FYI. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm applying Simeon's protocol to how it affects my body and how my personality is. I've changed a lot. I moderate now when I eat, but my body craves certain things like fat. It doesn't crave rice anymore. And that's like a hurdle that I've been trying to jump for so long. And if I come out of this protocol with that gain where I don't crave rice anymore, that is enough in itself because I know I could work with that. I could lose more weight if I don't have to eat a pound of rice every day, literally.